You know Elon Musk, billionaire, innovator, controversial, genius, but most people only see the surface. Tesla, SpaceX, his fortune, and never the sacrifices, failures and bold decisions that built it all. In this video, you'll discover 10 things you didn't know about Elon Musk, his wealth, his mindset, and the lessons you can apply to your own life. Stick around until the end. Some of these lessons could completely change how you think about money and success. Number 1. He was days away from losing everything. In 2008, Elon Musk faced one of the toughest moments of his life. SpaceX had just failed its first 3 rocket launches. Each failure cost millions, and the team was on the verge of giving up. Tesla, at the same time, was running out of cash faster than anyone could imagine. Banks refused loans. Investors were skeptical. Musk had invested almost every dollar he earned from PayPal into these companies. If either Tesla or SpaceX failed, he would be broke completely. The 4th SpaceX launch became a make-or-break moment. The Falcon 1 rocket had to succeed. If it failed, the company would collapse, and with it, Musk's dream of making space exploration possible. The rocket launched, soared, and reached orbit. It worked, just barely. This single success brought NASA contracts and investor confidence. Tesla shortly after secured emergency funding to keep the company alive. Think about this for a moment. Most people would have quit under that pressure. Most people would have played it safe, saved some money, and avoided the risk. But Musk stayed all in. He bet everything on his vision, and that single decision changed everything. Lesson: extreme wealth often comes from surviving moments when quitting seems logical. Those who push through the toughest moments are the ones who end up on top. Number 2. He reinvested everything. After selling PayPal in 2002, most people would have taken a break, buy a house, travel, enjoy life, maybe even retire early. Elon Musk did the exact opposite. He poured almost every dollar he had back into his next ventures, Tesla, SpaceX, and later SolarCity. He didn't diversify into safe investments. He didn't buy luxury yachts or mansions. Every dollar went into high-risk, high-reward projects. This wasn't reckless gambling, it was calculated conviction. He believed in solving big problems and knew that playing it safe would never make him truly wealthy. Think about it. If he had played it safe, Tesla might never have survived. SpaceX might never have reached orbit. The electric car revolution might have been delayed by decades. Lesson: extreme risk, when paired with strong conviction and vision, can lead to extraordinary wealth. Most people fear losing money. Musk focused on making an impact, and the wealth followed. Number 3. He doesn't think in terms of money. He doesn't ask, how can I make a quick profit? Or how do I get rich fast? Instead, he focuses on solving important problems that affect the future of humanity. Energy, transportation, space exploration, these are the challenges that drive him. Money, for him, is a tool. It's a byproduct of solving these problems, not the goal. This mindset allows him to take enormous risks, work long hours, and endure years without immediate financial reward. For example, when Tesla struggled to produce the Model S, Musk didn't cut corners to save money. He invested in quality, in innovation, in a vision that would pay off years later. Think about this. Most people chase money first, vision second. Musk does the opposite, and that's why he can create wealth that most people only dream of. Lesson: focus on solving important problems, and the money will naturally follow. Don't chase dollars, chase impact. Number 4. First principles thinking. One of Elon Musk's biggest advantages is how he thinks from first principles. Instead of accepting what everyone else says, he breaks problems down to their fundamental truths. For example, when people said electric cars were too expensive, most accepted it as fact. Musk asked a different question. What if we start from scratch? He analyzed the raw materials, the chemistry of batteries, the production process, and realized costs could be reduced dramatically. That's how Tesla created electric cars that were not only possible but competitive with traditional vehicles. This method isn't limited to cars. SpaceX, SolarCity, even his AI and tunneling projects all follow the same principle. Think about this. Most people make decisions based on assumptions, habits, or what others do. Musk reconstructs the problem from the ground up, and that's how he finds opportunities others miss. Lesson: question assumptions. Think independently. Solve problems from the ground up. First principles thinking is what separates innovators from imitators. Number 5. He lives below his net worth. Despite being one of the richest people on the planet, Elon Musk lives surprisingly modestly. He sold most of his houses and now reportedly lives in a small prefab home near SpaceX headquarters. He doesn't collect luxury cars for status. He doesn't flaunt wealth with yachts or private islands. Why? Because lifestyle inflation destroys leverage, every dollar spent on luxury is a dollar not invested in growth, innovation, or his vision. Think about this. Most people assume being wealthy means living extravagantly. Musk shows the opposite. He prioritizes impact and investment over status and consumption. This mindset also protects him from distractions. Fewer possessions mean fewer responsibilities, more freedom, and more focus on the work that actually builds wealth. Lesson: looking rich doesn't make you rich. Living below your means allows your resources to grow and compound. True wealth is measured in freedom and control, not flashy items. Number 6. He doesn't rely on salary. Elon Musk famously takes little to no salary from Tesla. Most CEOs focus on a high paycheck, bonuses, or perks. Musk doesn't. Instead, his wealth comes almost entirely from ownership, his shares, and equity in the companies he builds. This approach aligns his incentives perfectly. When Tesla succeeds, he benefits. When it struggles, he feels the consequences personally. Think about this. Most people work for a paycheck. Musk works for ownership. Ownership multiplies wealth in a way salaries never can. It also forces long-term thinking. A salary can be spent immediately. Equity rewards patience, vision, and persistence. Lesson: if you want real wealth, focus on ownership, not short-term income. True financial freedom comes from controlling assets, not just earning a paycheck. Number 7. He thinks long-term. Most companies focus on quarterly profits. Most CEOs worry about the next month, the next quarter, or pleasing investors. Elon Musk does not. He thinks in decades. When Tesla was barely surviving, he reinvested almost every dollar back into production and R&D. Many analysts warned him that short-term losses could kill the company, but he ignored them. SpaceX tells a similar story. After 3 rocket failures, the company could have gone bankrupt. Instead of giving up or selling, Musk continued funding launches, believing in the long-term vision of making space travel affordable. That decision would later pay off with NASA contracts and private missions worth billions. Even Solar City and Neuralink follow the same principle, sacrificing immediate rewards for massive future impact. This long-term thinking allows him to dominate industries rather than just compete in them. Think about this. Most people are trapped in neck paycheck thinking. Musk plans for 10, 20, even 50 years ahead. He measures success not by immediate gains, but by control, influence, and legacy. Lesson: long-term thinking compounds like interest. Sacrificing small comforts today can create wealth, freedom, and impact that last decades. If you only focus on short-term results, you'll never achieve true success. Number 8. How Elon Musk turns debt into a wealth-building tool. Elon Musk doesn't use debt like most people. He doesn't borrow to buy luxury cars or yachts. Instead, he uses debt as a tool to grow his companies without giving up ownership. For example, when Tesla or SpaceX needed cash for expansion, Musk sometimes borrowed against his own shares instead of selling them. This strategy allowed him to keep full control over his companies while funding massive projects. Think about this. Most people see debt as a danger, a trap that drains wealth. Musk sees it as leverage. Smart debt can multiply your impact and preserve your long-term gains. Even risky projects like the Model S launch or Falcon 1 rocket were partially funded through strategic borrowing. Without this approach, he would have been forced to sell assets too early and lose control. Lesson: debt can be a powerful tool if used wisely. The rich don't borrow to spend, they borrow to invest, leverage, and create more wealth. Think strategically about money, not just how to avoid it. Number 9. He accepts massive public criticism. Elon Musk is one of the most criticized people on the planet. From media attacks to harsh public ridicule, from Twitter controversies to analysts doubting his every move, he faces constant scrutiny, yet he continues executing his vision without hesitation. Think about 2008. Tesla was on the brink of bankruptcy, SpaceX rockets had failed multiple times, and the press called him reckless. Investors and journalists openly questioned his decisions. Most CEOs would have retreated, tried to save face, or step back. Not Musk. He doubled down, funded launches, and stayed focused on the long-term mission. Even today, every tweet or bold claim is dissected and criticized. Instead of seeking approval, Musk focuses on results, on building products, and solving problems that matter. Think about this. Most people fail because they care too much about what others think. Musk uses criticism as fuel rather than a barrier. Lesson: social pressure is one of the biggest obstacles to success. Ignore the critics, focus on results. True wealth and impact come to those who act despite public doubt. Number 10. His real wealth is control. Elon Musk's true wealth isn't just the billions in his bank account. It's control over his companies, his decisions, and his vision for the future. Think about it. When most people chase money, they end up trading time for dollars. They work jobs, follow instructions, and rely on others' decisions for their income. Musk does the opposite. He builds companies, owns shares, and keeps the power to decide the direction of his ventures. For example, he could have sold Tesla or SpaceX when the companies were struggling. Instead, he kept ownership, kept control, and bet on his long-term vision. This control allowed him to make bold moves, launch rockets, create electric cars, and invest in AI and technology that most people could never attempt. Think about this. Real wealth is not about how much money you have today. It's about the freedom to make decisions, take risks, and shape your future. Lesson: money is temporary. Control is permanent. Focus on ownership, leverage, and decision-making power. That is what creates lasting wealth and true freedom. In conclusion, Elon Musk didn't become rich by chasing money. He chased purpose. He became rich by taking risks, thinking differently, and focusing on control. We've covered 10 things you didn't know about him: his mindset, his strategies, and the choices that made him one of the most successful people on Earth. The key lesson? Outlast everyone else. Think independently. Focus on control and ownership. If you apply even one of these lessons in your life, you'll start building real wealth that lasts. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you never miss these money mindset lessons. Listen to these ideas every day and watch how your thinking and your results start to change.